Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at the set of even numbers and the set of odd numbers. And we're going to start off with even numbers, okay? So the definition here says an even number is an integer which is evenly divisible by 2. This means that if the integer is divided by 2, it yields no remainder, okay? So let's look at this, okay? Let's start with the even number set. Let's call it E, okay? And all right, so we'd obviously start with 2, right? 2 is divisible by 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, and so on, right? And it goes on forever, right? And right, so this is a set of even numbers. All these numbers are divisible by 2, and obviously it would go on to 28, 30, and so on, right? Now, there's something pretty cool to note about even numbers. All even numbers, right, end with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0, okay? So any numbers that end with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0 are actually even numbers. I'm going to give you some examples of this. Let's say you have 202. This is an even number. Okay. Let's say you have 2004, right? That's the year I started high school. That's an even number as well. Let's say you have 2006, right? Yeah, this is the year that Liverpool lost to AC Milan in the Champions League final. I remember it pretty clearly. And this is also an even number, okay? So 2008, wonderful year. I remember this was just such a great year, you know. First time going to Dream Weekend, first time running at the pen relays. I used to do track and field. So this was a wonderful year for me. And this is also even, okay? And then let's look at another number like, 20,000, okay? This is also even because it ends with 0. So these numbers that end with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0 are all even numbers, okay? So, right, and that's pretty much the set for even numbers, okay? I think it's you can also write it like this. Let's say E is equal to 2k, right? I would say that E is equal to 2k, where k is an element of the natural number set, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much the same set as well. So remember the natural number set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to infinity, right? Counting up by 1. So 2 times 1 would give you 2, 2 times 2 would give you 4, 2 times 3 would give you 6, 2 times 8, I mean 2 times 4 would give you 8, right? And so on. So 2k is a good representation for even numbers as well, in terms of anything. K can be any number that's in the natural number set, and it would give you an even number. So this is also a worded representation for the even number set. Okay. All right. So let's move on to odd numbers. All right, guys. So we're gonna look at odd numbers now. Okay. And the definition says an odd number is an integer which is not a multiple of 2. Okay. A number that when divided by 2, it leaves a remainder. So an odd number is a number that when it's divided by 2, it leaves a remainder. If it is divided by 2, the result is a fraction. Okay. All right. So 1 is the first odd positive number. Okay. And that's true. If you divide 1 by 2, you would get 0.5, which is the same thing as the fraction and a half. Okay. So great. So let's look at the set of odd numbers. let's call it O, okay? And it would be equal to 1, right? 1 is the first odd number. Then 2, oh, whoopsie, not 2. 2 is an even number, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, and so on, right? And it goes on forever, okay? It's also good to mention that odd numbers are just like um, even numbers when it comes to the fact that if the number ends with 1, 2, sorry, not 1, 2, I mean 1, 3, right? If the number ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, then the number is a odd number, okay? So let's look at some examples. 2011, okay, that's an odd number, okay? Let's look at 2001, that's also an odd number. Let's look at 100,000 and 1, okay? This is also odd. Let's look at 2003, that's odd. We can also look at 5,005, this is also odd. And we can look at 7,777, that's also odd. And we can look at 999, this is also odd. So all these numbers that end with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are odd, okay? Right, we can also give a worded representation of what the set of odd numbers would be, and it would be 2k minus 1, right? Where, yeah, 2k minus 1, where k is an element of the natural number set, just like the last one, okay? And this actually represents, yeah, let me put where here instead, right? Okay, so 2k minus 1. And it sounds really weird, right? How does 2k minus 1 end up with all the number sets? But let's look at it. Remember, the natural number set is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up, right? All the counting numbers. So if let's try to see if we can find the first number in the odd number set. It would be 2k minus 1, right? And for the first one, k would be 1. So we're going to end up with 2 times 1 minus 1, which would give you 2 minus 1, which would give you 1, right? And if you put in 2 in 2k minus 1, you're actually going to get 3. And if you put in 3 in 2k minus 1, you're going to get 5. If you put in 4, you're going to get 7. If you put in 5, you're going to get 9. And that's pretty much why this is a worded representation of the same exact set. Okay? All right. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. Okay? And those are the set of even and odd numbers. You can also do a combination of those, right? Let me just show you that. Right, so I cleared the screen, guys, to just show you that you can have a set of both even and odd numbers, okay? And it would look like this. Let's call it B, which stands for both even and odd numbers. And the set would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and it would just pretty much be all the numbers, okay? Yeah, it would just pretty much be all the numbers. And yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing as the natural number set, okay? It's the same as a natural number set because it's just 1, 2, 3, all the way up to infinity, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. This would be the set of even and odd numbers together, okay? All right, so All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Okay. All right, guys. So that's it. And I'll see you in the next lecture. And remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.